in the blood.
I thought the zombies would come out dancing.
Zombies in the Matrix.
You want to go to the grooviest zombie party ever?
Zombie rave, huh?
Zombie rave. Lasts for 28 days.
More will be coming.
So, with this movie, as I said, it is highly influential. A big part of the zombie genre going mainstream is because of this movie. It predates some movies out there that people still kind of get out of order. It predates the remake of Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, and it predates The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
We're talking about the comic.
Right. Yeah. And another situation where the main character wakes up in a hospital bed.
Well, a lot of people were confused about that because a lot of people say, man, look at that, 28 days later, ripping off Walking Dead. And it's like, no. So Walking Dead, it's just a coincidence. They didn't really rip each other off. Walking Dead came out a year later. I'm talking about the comic book. It was published a year later. It actually went wide 2 years later, 2004. 28 days later, it was 2002. So and nobody ripped each other off. It was just a coincidence. They've even acknowledged that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they both agreed. Like, yeah, we just who would have thunk it? Because a lot of people like to say like one ripped off the other. And there are rumors going around like, oh yeah, did you hear about that story where 28 days later it ripped off Walking Dead before it came out and stuff? Somebody knew about it and things like that, and that's not true.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it was.
Yeah. So it was just a wild coincidence, and they both acknowledged that. But listen, we want to talk about influences and ripping off things and who did what first. I mean, we really want to go to the roots of the zombie genre. I mean, we talking about even going before George Romero, because I brought this up before. Now, you want to talk about who influenced some zombies out there? Them Smurfs.
Oh, really? Right.
Yeah. The Smurfs had now before the show, the Smurfs had a comic where it was, and in the comics it was black Smurfs, and people thought it was racist. So in the cartoon they changed it to purple Smurfs. But these purple Smurfs, one got bit by a fly, and that Smurf went around biting Smurfs on the ass and changing them into purple Smurfs also.
Really?
And they almost overran the Smurf village. Papa Smurf just by accident cured everything. They were about to go, like blue Smurfs were about to go extinct.
Look, the purples are coming!
Kill him.
And that asshole's disguised as a blue Smurf. He painted himself. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So people, we're talking about even before George Romero, this was going on. But these technically, if you want to get down to it, they're not zombies. They're infected. They're not dead.
Yeah.
There's a difference between being dead and being infected. You're still alive when you're infected. So these predate 28 days later, and these technically are infected.
What happened? Stacy, look out! Ow!
Bit them on the ass.
Uh-huh.
They turned purple and they went kind of mindless and they went in a way and they were talking about Gnat. They even had a rage episode
Oh, really?
of the Smurfs.
They turn red.
Yeah. Well, their eyes turned red. There was a red root, and whatever Smurf it touched, it made them angry, gave them rage, and they just went around fighting each other.
Whoa! Oh, you're the killer.
Rage. Yeah, they went around being angry and fighting each other, man. So listen, if you really want to get down to the no pun intended roots of this, you can go to the Smurfs for that. But that still doesn't discredit what this movie did for the genre. It really is it created not only infected, which were again zombies that were alive, they're not dead, but also there was this big debate about slow zombies versus fast zombies, which is what you had in this movie too. That really, I don't know if you had fast zombies before, again Smurfs, but this right here really put that out there.